ahead whenever you guys are ready.
What was the experience like for you going to Big Ten Media Day? How was that?
It was really fun. It was cool just seeing all the players there and the coaches and just being in that environment, answering questions.
What's the feeling around the locker room coming into this season, reaching the top 25?
I feel like we're excited. I mean, it's really a big accomplishment, but we know that we still got a lot more work to do. Just excited for the season.
You know, Coach Grant had talked about maybe you guys are ahead of where you were a year ago, just having that. Like, what does that look like and feel like on the court to have a full year with this coaching staff under your belt?
Yeah, I feel like this time last year we were trying to learn the culture, the plays, and like how Coach Green operates. But now, like, we know all those things and just help the freshmen and newcomers. And I feel like just having that under our belt, now we just focus on the basketball.
What does that allow you to do from like a comfort level out here?
Yeah, I feel like it puts a lot of comfort within us, but then with Coach Green as well. Like, she trusts us on the court and to just make different decisions, and that feels good when your coach trusts you.
What do those newcomers add to the team?
Oh man, the newcomers add depth, especially from the post position with Shay and Camille, and our freshmen are really ahead of the game. Just excited to see what they could do as well this year.
Size was kind of the one thing you were missing a little bit. Do they add some size to the front line and give you guys a different dimension there?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Javi, her screens are amazing. She can run the floor good touch around the paint, and really just help KB down there as well.
Just, you know, to maybe have some belief going into last season, but maybe not have the results, but then last season to have the results too. What does that kind of do for you guys, especially as with such high expectations going into this season?
Yeah, I feel like it give us confidence. Like last year, we didn't really know what we was getting ourselves into. It was a lot of our first times doing a lot of first time things. But now, like, just knowing the league, knowing the system, knowing the tournament, like having all those things under our belt, I feel like give us a good advantage for this year.
And what has it kind of been like to handle those expectations, and how have you tried to maybe handle those expectations as players?
I feel like we try to just keep it within our team, not try to get too much in the outside noise or everything that's going on around us. Just staying together and realizing that it's just going 1-0 each day.
Coach Green had talked about, she talks to you guys about these. Does that help just to have that kind of on the floor and be able to discuss it collectively?
Yeah, it definitely helps because some of us never really been in these kind of experiences and environments. So just having that information, I feel like really helps us.
For you personally, a year difference seems like it's a really important year for your growth. Like, how different is this for you now versus walking in here for the first time?
It's a lot different. I mean, I'm from the South, so just coming to the Midwest and just everything that changed for me. I feel like last year I was going through a lot of change, but I feel like now I'm really stable in like my environment, the team, the staff. So I just feel like I have a level of comfortability now.
What was that kind of like adjusting to being a starter, you know, after NC State not getting those opportunities? What did that transition kind of look like for you, and what can that maybe do for you in the second season in that kind of role?
Yeah, I feel like mentally it was the biggest transition, just knowing my role. And like you said, like the beginning of the season, I didn't start, so just knowing my role and accepting my role. I feel like once I came into the starting lineup, just doing things that I was doing before and not putting too much pressure on myself.
Is there a sense for you of rebuilding confidence just after not getting on the floor as much as you would have hoped at NC State?
It was definitely a process mentally, but my coaches were just so amazing in that time. They worked with me and knew that I was going through mental battles and just helped me along the way, and I feel confident now.
Do you find that practices are crisper now when you return your top seven, you know, in a rotation, and you have the same people back, that things can kind of get going a little bit?
Yeah, we have our days, but I feel like as far as like our core group, like we're really connected. You could tell that on the court and off the court. Like we're really honest with each other. We feel more comfortable like letting each other know certain things. So I feel like just that camaraderie is really helping us.
The way the season ended in the play-in game, is that a little extra motivation during the off season?
I mean, every loss is a motivation, and just going into this year, having everything we did last year, just realizing this is a new year and we're starting from ground zero, so just working from there.
With Camille Hobby coming from NC State, how much did she have conversations with you about that, especially with you coming from NC State as well?
Yeah, once she got in the portal, I kind of just contacted her and just talked to her, see where her head was at, what she was wanting and looking for. I feel like that kind of helped because we already had a previous relationship at NC State, so I mean, I feel like it was a no-brainer for her, just hearing from my experience and what she wanted as well.
What can depth mean for this team?
Definitely preservation. I feel like towards the end of the year, you could kind of tell that we were kind of winding down, had a lot of injuries towards the end. So just being able to have those people to come in just help us with minutes, I feel like that does a lot for us.
And how can Gretchen and Corey help you guys out in that backcourt? Just especially maybe you and McCoward don't have to play 35 minutes a night.
Yeah, I mean, they're learning, and they're freshmen, of course. It's always a big jump from high school to college, but I feel like they keep on growing and learning. They could definitely help us in, like, any kind of way, really.
What's that relationship kind of been like between you and Makira? Did you kind of hit it off when she came in? What was that kind of been like this going into this season, too?
It definitely developed over time. I feel like at the beginning we was all just trying to figure out our own stuff, but especially this upcoming summer, this past summer, we really got to bond a lot off the court. And I feel like that really helped us on the court as well.